Everyone, nice to have you along as we welcome you to Trojan Gym. And tonight it is a Section 6A regular season boys basketball matchup. The 6-17 Ashby Arrows in town to face the 10-14 Ortonville Trojans. So glad to have you with us. Julie back at the studio. I'm Adam Deshiel along with all our Trojan sponsors and our video streaming sponsor, Ortonville Area Health Services. We are certainly glad to have you with us. We will set up tonight's matchup here shortly. Let's first begin looking at the Friday and Saturday local sports schedule. Wrestling, Border West is at the Section 6A individual tournament. That started this afternoon, rolling through the evening up at Wadena, Deer Creek. In boys basketball, Battle Lake is at Border West tonight. They play up in Wheaton. And then, of course, our game, Ashby at Ortonville, coming up here in about 7 or 8 minutes, give or take. Saturday, Wrestling Ortonville, their section tournament for individuals is down in Canby. That is the Section 5A individual wrestling tournament. A couple just quick things to remind you of. We will have a broadcast for you Monday night, Ortonville Trojan girls playoff game on the road, but yet to be determined where. Looks like that will be a 7 p.m. game. Wherever Ortonville goes, we will have that game for you with an audio-only broadcast Monday night section play-in game. Girls basketball heard here on KDIO. On the boys' side, let's take a look at those Section 6A standings. Top 10 teams receive first-round play-in buys. Right now, it would look like this. The 1 seed and then F there to follow. Pelican Rapids, Henning, Breckenridge, followed by Park Christian, Hillcrest Lutheran, Benson, Underwood, West Central Area, Hancock, and BBE. The 11 through 22 teams have to play in 6 play-in games to get the bracket down to 16 teams for the first round. If the playoffs started today, it would be number 22 Ashby at number 11 New York Mills. Number 21 Battle Lake would go to number 12 Adabor up west. Parker's Prairie, the 20 seed, would be at Norman County East, Ewell and Hitterdal. Number 14 Rosse hosting number 19 Frazee. It would be number 18 Lake Park Audubon at number 15 Ortonville, and number 17 Border West at number 16 Brandon Evansville. The one thing that that order does not figure in is any sort of tiebreaker scenarios and head-to-head matchups. Ortonville, I could see right now sliding anywhere from up to the 14 seed and possibly down low as the 17, which would mean they'd be on the road. So got to secure a win tonight against a team that they are above in the standings, and then maybe have a nice performance against Hancock next Tuesday, their regular season finale, which would likely secure a first-round home playoff game. We've got to get through this one tonight, and speaking of tonight, let's take a look at these two squads. The Ashby Arrows, they come in with a record of 6-17. They have a losing streak going. I didn't add it up here, so bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have lost 8 straight. Their last game was played last night, losing to Battle Lake 63-59. Their last win came against Brandon Evansville on Tuesday, January 27th, 77-58 was the final score there. 6-17 overall, 2-15 against section opponents. They finished 2-14 under longtime head coach and longtime coach John Holston, 2-14 in that Little A conference. By the way, on the road tonight where they are 1-10 on the season. Ortonville 10-14, coming in having lost their last game Tuesday night against KMS, 79-44. The Trojans just 1-3, so they'll finish up with back-to-back section games, having to this point only played 4 total section games. So 1-3 in section. The Trojans finished a pretty respectable 7-8 in the Camden Conference. Ortonville will be without one starter tonight because of injury. We'll tell you about that shortly, but let's begin with your starting lineups for the visiting Ashby Arrows. 6-17 on the year under head coach John Holston, assisted by Rick Graham and Chris Rylander. They will start a freshman, number 2, Finn Thompson. Their lone rostered senior, Brantley Schroeder, number 3, a senior. Trayton Nelson, a sophomore, number 11. Henry Olson, a freshman, number 14. And that young lineup continues with Carver Rylander, a sophomore, number 33. Ortonville tonight, 10-14. Isaiah Longnecker, the head coach, assisted by Jason Barse. Their starters will look like this. No Caden Vanderwall tonight. Like many kids over the last few weeks, out sick. So he is not here, not in uniform, will not play tonight. Ellis Longnecker will get a start. Number 4, he is a senior. Number 1, Jacoby Kiefler, a sophomore. A junior, number 3, Jonah Thomas Henrich, an 8th grader, number 5 Oliver Zinski, and Braxton Brandwright getting the start as well, number 2, a senior. Trojans in the home blacks with orange letters, white numbers, orange and white trim. The Arrows come down to Ortonville from the north in their road whites with maroon numbers and letters, yellow and maroon trim. This has been the Trojan pregame show here on KDIO, 1350 AM, 94.5 FM. We are streaming online, bigstoneradio.com, and live streaming on YouTube as well. Be sure to watch. Give us a subscribe. We need to have you subscribe to our channel. It's as simply as that, KDIO Radio on YouTube. We'll send it back to Julie in the studios for a 3-minute timeout. We'll tip off Trojan Hoops on a Friday night. Ortonville boys hosting Ashby, and we'll have it for you after this break on KDIO.
You'll be fishing for deals this week at Hartman's Super Value in Ortonville with their seafood sale. Arctic Shores raw shrimp, $6.99 a package. Arctic Shores cooked shrimp is $8.99 a package. Arctic Shores tilapia fillets, $5.99. And no-name salmon fillets are $9.99 this week. Also, pick up Chicken of the Sea tuna, 5 cans for $4. And Vandecamp's fish sticks or fillets, just $4.88. Come on over to Hartman's, where you'll be fishing for deals during their seafood sale going on this week. Hartman's is open 7 days a week, and there's no food sales tax in Minnesota.
Hi, this is Steve with Progressive Collision and Glass. Everyone wants their car looking great. Let my experienced staff at Progressive Collision and Glass help you. Whether it's accident damage, a cracked windshield, hail damage, or you just like your car cleaned and detailed and looking its very best. Did you know that we will even pick up your car and bring it to the shop for the needed repairs and detailing? Here at Progressive Collision and Glass, we go the extra mile for you. So stop by Progressive Collision and Glass, or just give us a call at 839-2255. We're located right on Main Street in Ortonville.
Border Lake Insurance in Millbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Millbank at 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in Grand Marais State Bank, formerly the Sen Bank Building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
Conroy Eye Care in Ortonville and Appleton has 20 years experience in the care and treatment of your eyes. Check with them for all your eye health needs. Glasses by Nike, Fitovers, Jimmy Choo, and Ray-Ban are just a few of the brands they feature. Dr. Chris always has the latest equipment for diagnosis and treatment for your eyes. Conroy's is a family eye clinic with care options for you and your family, and they offer emergency eye treatment after hours. Contact Conroy Eye Care at 320-839-2608.
Haslam Construction in Ortonville, Minnesota is known for their quality work. Additions to the Valley Queen Cheese Factory and First Bank and Trust, St. Lawrence School, Millbank Elementary, Ortonville Area Health Services, and the Big Stone County Highway Department Garage, and so many other projects over the years. They are known for their quality work and professionalism on the job. That's what makes Haslam Construction the contractor you want for your building project. Go with the people you trust. Haslam Construction, Ortonville, Minnesota.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug, everyday savings close to home. 21 minutes after 7, it is 16. There's a little light snow coming down outside, too. It's time to tip off some basketball from Trojan Gym. Here's Adam DeShiel.
Hey, thank you, Julie. Perfect timing as all 5 players for both squads are on the floor. We're ready to play some hoops. It'll be Henry Olson and Ellis Longnecker to jump at center court here at Trojan Gym on a Friday night. So glad to have you along here on KDIO as we are underway. Olson wins the tip back to freshman Finn Thompson, and the opening possession will go to the Arrows. Thompson going to immediately attack on Brandwright at the left block, turned away. Dangerous cross-court pass, nearly turned over. Then it's going to be tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Trojans and Ellis Longnecker. So just 13 seconds in, and it'll be a deep corner baseline inbound for the Arrows. And it'll be brought in by Rylander. Now the ball dumped down inside to Henry Olsen, going to try and muscle into the lane against Longnecker. Had to pivot across and then kicked it back out to Nelson. Nelson attacks with his left, spins back to his right, got a defender in the air, kicks it out. Going to be a 3-ball near side. It's good for Brandley Schroeder. And Schroeder gives the Arrows the opening lead 3-0 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Kiefler turned away on a dribble drive, goes over to Longnecker for the tie. Online, but a little bit strong. Good hustle rebound there for Brandwright. He'll attack. Little pump fake on the baseline. Had the layup in close, but he missed it a little bit too strong. And Olsen has the rebound. He'll push it ahead at the right elbow. Little down screen action as it goes to Rylander. He'll dribble up high between the circles to a cutter. Nelson, power dribble, muscled up the shot. He short-armed it, and rebound is into the hands of Kiefler. Ortonville, a momentary 5-on-4. Here's Zinski open, catch and shoot, baseline, mid-range, Ali Zinski. And the Trojans are on the board, trailing by 1, 3-2. Zinski had decided he was going to shoot that before he caught it. He had his feet set up just right. As here's a little backdoor pass off a dribble drive. Nelson's going to throw it away for the game's first turnover. Trojans looking to get their first lead. Henrich, he'll give it outside to Longnecker, and Ellis will head out towards midcourt for a reset with Kiefler now on the right wing side. Little two-man game, nothing doing. Zinski comes out to get it. He'll go a screen and roll with Longnecker. Patient possession here with 13 on the shot clock. Now Henrich will jack up a deep three. Had halfway down and out. Schroeder with the rebound. And the lone Arrow senior will look to attack. Had the ball stripped away. Got it back at the left elbow. He'll kick it out Olsen. Olsen driving through. Wild scoop shot as he is spilt to the floor. Whistle and a foul. Shot no good, but 2 free throws coming for the Ashby Arrows. It'll be Henry Olsen, the freshman, number 14. Again, a senior, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. So 4 of the 5 starters, freshmen and sophomores, for a very young Arrows squad. And Olsen to the line. Free throw number 1 is good. They extend the lead to 4-2. And they actually called that foul on Jonas Henrich. I thought it was on Zinski, but showing number 3 on the scoreboard, so that's what we'll write in the book. Olsen short on the second free throw, 1 for 2 from the line. Henrich has the Trojan defensive rebound. 4-2 Arrows, 15:50 to play here in our first half. Little cross screen action, ball into the hands of Kiefler. He'll attack with the left hand, and it's swatted away as he put up the shot, but he is going to be fouled as back-to-back whistles go, 1 on each end. And this time it'll be Ortonville to the line, and Kiefler will shoot 2 shots. Foul on Carver Rylander. That'll be his first. Team first. Kiefler's free throw is off the back heel. Was a little bit flat on that shot. No good. And now the second of 2 coming for the sophomore Jacoby Kiefler. Shot is up, and that one pops in and out. Rim not being kind on this end so far. Olsen with the rebound. Kicks it into the corner for Nelson, the sophomore, to his left, and launches a 3, and it's good. High arching shot, and the Arrows hitting from the outside early, a pair of 3s and a 5-point advantage. Zinski up top for Kiefler. Ashby, not a big team, especially with their starting 5. Ortonville actually might even have a slight size advantage, or it's very close. Oh, Kiefler on a drive-by. Could have maybe gone to the rim. Instead, kicked it into the corner. Now Brandwright outside Longnecker. He can't connect for 3. Another rebound for Olsen. They don't have to outlet it. He just pushes it up himself. Off the left wing side, here's Nelson. Between the legs from left to right, right to left, and then into the corner. Rylander going to go to the bucket. Actually, that's Olsen. Tough leaner, no. Rebound tipped into the hands of Longnecker, who's standing right in front of the rim. 7-2, we played just over 3 minutes. Ortonville, an early Oliver Zinski jumper, and have been cold ever since. And the Arrows have led throughout these first 3 minutes and change. Little 2-man game now. Longnecker looking to attack. He'll try a soft touch, little runner off the glass. Nice move, good finish. And Ortonville gets a needed basket to pull within 3. And now they'll look to pace some defense here on the right side of the floor. Nelson with some help defense defense, gives it up. Here's Thompson. Thompson, a little fadeaway leaning jumper. That one's off the mark. Jonas Henrich has his second board as the Trojans will look to push it ahead, a 3 potentially to tie. Zinski will flip it off to Longnecker up high for Jacoby Kiefler. And to the near wing side, Brandwright, who will work off that Kiefler screen. All the way to the right side for Henrich. Little exchange action up high here. Zinski now with it. Oliver spins to his left. Little Euro step back to his right. And he is going to be called for a travel. First turnover. It's one of those moves that probably was a travel. It definitely looked like a travel, but sometimes when you slow those down, and especially in the new age of basketball, when you look at things like a gather step, as here's a guy wide open, nearly missed the shot. Carver Rylander hung in the air as long as he could, let the defender clear, and then he had an easy point-blank look after that. And it's back to a 5-point Ashby advantage, 9-4. The visitors have come out strong here. Tough shot, drive, and a basket is good. Kiefler bouncing off contact from Schroeder, gets the shot to go, gets the foul, and he'll have a chance at a 3-point play. A nice answer back. Foul on Bradley Schroeder will be his first. It's Brandley. I'm going to probably get that one wrong most of the night. Brandley Schroeder, the Lone Arrow senior. Here's the shot up and good from Jacoby Kiefler. So he gets the free throw to go. And the Trojans are within 2, 9-7, have trailed throughout the first stages of this ball game. 9-7 right now, 13:20 to play. Nelson from Rylander. He'll work left off an Olsen screen, and we're going to go the other way. Rylander poked his hip out, or actually Olsen rather, and he's going to be called for an illegal screen. An offensive foul will give Ortonville the basketball back. A chance, a 2 to tie, a 3 to take their first lead. Arrows now up to 3 team fouls here early on. Ortonville's committed just the 1. Here's Longnecker. Good denial defense there. Rylander cut him off, so he has to kick it out. Brandwright going to his right. Drive, kick, corner. Kiefler for a 3 in the lead. That one goes in and out. Zinski battling for the rebound. Had it momentarily, but he stepped out of bounds. And so we'll go back to the Arrows. It's about the second or third 3 that's gone in and out, and one free throw as well. So the rim to our left has been unkind to the Trojans on their home floor in this first half. There's a nice reach away, poke away on a dribble drive. Olsen had it slapped away by Ellis Longnecker. And that'll give the Arrows a baseline inbound underneath their own hoop. Nelson to bring it in. He'll quickly bring it into the near corner for Olsen. Gonna hand it off to Nelson. Little tight corner action here. Now Nelson going to his left. Now spins back to his right. Really tough shot. No good. Henry Olsen skying in there for the offensive rebound. Shot clock resets to 20. Here's a pull-up Thompson jumper from the free throw line. That one's no good. Zinski with the board, and Oliver will push it up himself. Now he'll look to attack. Spins to his left. Puts on the brakes. Fade away with touch to even the game at 9-9. Nice move. Under control is what I like to see there from Oliver Zinski. Looked like he was going to just do what the defense gave him and be under control the whole time. And he's got good touch when he gets to his spot. Nelson thought about a back away 3, gives it up, gets it back. We're even at 9, 6 minutes in. Working on Longnecker. Ellis nearly steals it away. Ball now kicked out. Thompson for 3. That one's short. Kirby Olsen with the defensive rebound for Ortonville. Trojans a chance now for their first lead. Even at 9, 11:45 to play. Zinski with it. He'll look to attack. Goes to his right, spins to his left. Extra pivot. And Oliver Zinski has come to play. Caden Vanderwell not in uniform tonight. Someone's going to need to pick up their offensive load, and that might be Oliver Zinski, who has Ortonville up 11-9 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Outside Thompson. Into the lane. Kicks it over to Rylander. Little cycle action. We'll find Olsen open. Nearly banked in a 3. Schroeder with the rebound. Put back off the back heel. Extra chance. Couldn't get it to go. Kirby Olsen with the defensive rebound. Kiefler ahead to Zinski. Let's see if Oliver can keep cooking here on the offensive end. We'll try Ellis this time. Hit to the floor on a 3. And we're going to see a late whistle on the box out. And now actually the official's going to talk about it a little bit. And the official goes all the way to the scorer's table. It was a 3 that was missed, and I guess maybe it hit the cord up top, maybe is what they're calling. And the official that was on the side that looked like he might be calling a foul is talking to Coach Longnecker now, and our Coach Isaiah doesn't seem too perturbed by the result, so we will play on here with Thompson working it up the near wing side, met by Brandwright. See a new number in, Eden Jeppesen, who played the second half of the JV game and had 13 points, and what he provides is some size and definitely some bulk. I would say 6'3", but very, very well built. He's a tough, strong kid. Once he gets the ball inside, it's pretty much game over. He has it right now, going to go to a little baby hook. Got pushed off his spot. Good defense by Kirby Olsen. Zinski with the rebound. Oliver will give it off to Ellis. He's going to try a long, deep 3, and it's good. Ellis Longnecker, his first triple of the night. First for the Trojans as well as they try and break out of this little early offensive slump. We're down by as many as 5 in the early going. Currently lead now 14-9. I believe it's a 7-0 run as here's Rylander off glass. Tough shot with contact and a foul and a chance at a 3-point play. I believe it was 9-7, might even have been 9-5, 9-7 for sure. And Ortonville goes on a 7-0 run to take a 5-point lead. Now Rylander with the answer back. That foul, by the way, was on Kirby Olsen, his first team foul number 2. And here is the lefty free throw. That one loops off. Brandwright with the rebound. So Rylander cannot convert on the free throw. And the lead is 3. Ellis going to try a deep pull-up 3. That one's well off the mark. Chase down rebound Nelson, and he saves it to one of his teammates. As here come the arrows. Rylander, kick left side. Thompson goes past the defender. Little floater is good. Finn Thompson now puts all 5 Ashby Arrows starters into the scorebook here tonight. Olsen with 1, Finn Thompson with 2, Schroeder and Nelson with 3 each. As here's another mid-range right elbow jumper for Oliver Zinski, and he is continuing his solid first half start with 8 points. And now Carver Rylander leads the way for Ashby, finishing out that last shot. He's got 4. Up high, Thompson going to try a pull-up 3 off a screen. No good. Oliver Zinski might work on a double-double tonight. He snares down his 3rd rebound. He'll push it ahead. Ball rotates with an extra pass to Brandwright. Now back the other way to the near side, Kiefler. We're going to hit the midway point of our first half here in about 5 seconds. With Ortonville leading 16-13. A 3 could have made it 19-13, but that one's no good. Rebound Rylander off the miss from Jacoby Kiefler. Now Rylander will look to attack. Drive and kick up high for Thompson. Schroeder now inside for Jeppesen. He'll get past Olsen, muscles to the basket. Aiden Jeppesen, his first points, and it makes it a 1-point game. That definitely, he gives Ashby a different look here. He's not like a 6'8 or 6'9 monster as far as that goes, but he just provides them with some size and physicality that otherwise they just do not have. And a pass to the near side is tipped. Official was going to say Ashby ball, but now the baseline official overrules. Instead, it'll stay with Ortonville as the Trojans will bring in some subs. Jonas Henrich returns in for the first time tonight. Is Jackson Hughes as well. So Hughes will have to work against Jeppesen, specifically on the defensive end. By the way, Ashby has also gone into a zone defense here. Interesting call. Ortonville, usually a very capable shooting team. Kiefler will try and show that, and he does. Took 1 dribble and stepped into a 3 with the defense just not outside honoring that shot, and he buries the triple. Kiefler was 6. The Trojan lead is up to 4. Nelson stuck at the right elbow. Outside Thompson, he'll work past Brandwright. Has Schroeder wide open underneath the hoop. Trojans got off on their rotation there. Good extra pass. Easy bucket underneath for Brandley Schroeder. The Lone Arrow seniors got 5 as we continue a tight game here. 19-17 Ortonville. 7:49 to play first half on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Up high pass. Schroeder went for the steal. Goes over to Henrich. Back up high for Jacoby Kiefler. 12 on the shot clock. Somebody's got to look to attack here. As it goes over to Henrich, he'll just try a 3. That's off the mark. Would have been an easy rebound for Hughes. But is he going to be called for a foul? I thought maybe... Now they are going to call Jackson for a little ticky-tack rebounding foul. Doesn't look like a whole lot there. And Coach Longnecker saying if we're going to do that on that end, let's see a similar look on this end as well. Jefferson and Hughes battling down on that left block as the ball works out to Schroeder. Drive and kick near side Rylander. Physicality, and this has picked up a little bit in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Nelson step back. Wow, really tough ankle jumper from the corner. How'd he get that to go? From about 17, fading away to even the game at 19-19. With 7 minutes to play in the first half. Brandwright, right wing side, up high Kiefler, back to Brandwright. It's looks like a 3-2 zone, I would say. A little bit more tight, aggressive out on the perimeter to avoid the Ortonville shooters, but Ortonville does get a good look. Corner three, another in and out triple. This time a Henrich miss. Schroeder with the rebound, chance to tie it or take the lead back. Thompson cannot connect on a quick release three. And the game will remain even, and Ortonville pushing it ahead is going to use a timeout. We will take one as well. Good ball game so far, 19 apiece, 6:34 to play first half on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. We will take a break and head back to Trojan Gym after this timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Back right after this.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
Ortonville Area Health Services is here to help you put your best foot forward by offering foot care services, including nail trimming, corn and callus filling, and foot care education. During your foot care, visit with a specially trained OAHS nurse. Your feet will be checked for signs of infection or injury to determine if a podiatry appointment is necessary. Please note, these services are not covered by insurance and require payment prior to your appointment. Call to schedule your appointment by calling the OAHS Outreach Clinic at 320-839-4120.
14 degrees right now, and we're about 20 minutes away from 8 as we'll go back to the game.
Hey, thanks, Julie. Welcome back. We're even at 19 and a pretty quickly paced first half here. 6:34 to play. Ortonville with possession out of their own timeout as it goes into Zinski. Ashby sticking in that zone defense. Longnecker to Henrich. Back to Longnecker. Go to the mid post. Spinning is Zinski. Kicks it to the near side. Hughes back outside to Henrich. Now Ellis with it. No look pass to Zinski. Ortonville just trying to diagnose this zone defense. Pretty good switch, I'd say, so far, with here 8 on the shot clock now. Henrich going to look to do something. Going to have to pull up. Really tough mid-range jumper. Brandwright, nice job to keep the rebound alive. Then Bodies hustling after it. And they're going to say last touch by Jeppesen and the Arrows. Both of those players hustling to try and save that basketball off each other. I honestly thought it was going to head the other way, but they'll say Ortonville basketball will take that call here on our home floor. Longnecker, pass floated into the corner. Kiefler, Ellis comes to get it. Goes cross court, right wing side as we're ducking inside of 6 to play, even at 19. Ellis to his right. Kiefler wide open, pass to him. Jacoby can't connect. Hey, there's Braxton Brandwright on the glass again. Another offensive board. Outside, Longnecker, deep straightaway three, in and out, off the front rim. Rebound Jeppesen, but we're going to see a whistle and a foul as Kiefler was pushed to the floor, tussling with Rylander for defensive rebounding position. And that foul is going to go on Carver Rylander. That'll be his second, team fourth. Rylander out, Henry Olsen in for the Arrows as this possession continues. 5:40 on the game clock. Pass into Kiefler, right wing. Up high for Jonas Henrich between the circles. He'll give it off to Zinski. Trojans have gone up against this zone, and the Arrows have done a nice job. Ortonville hasn't been able to hit their shots. Here's Ellis, mid-lane. Extra pass, Brandwright to Henrich. Jonas gets into the scoring column. Braxton Brandwright doing some nice things. Good finish for Jonas on that extra pass. Ortonville back in front, 21-19. Thompson to Jeppesen. Back outside, Thompson. Inside, outside. That's a lot of, man, when you get a look like that for three on a post feed and then a kick back out, it just seems like the shooting percentage is skyrocket. Thompson for that triple. Arrows with 5 to play, lead by 1. Henrich will try and answer back. 3 from the corner is good. 24-22. the first half so far is any indication of this game as it goes inside. Jeppesen in close, off glass. Rebound tipped out off the miss into the hands of Nelson. Thought Ortonville had the clear. Now Schroeder with it from straight away. Rebound, Olsen falling to the floor. Did a nice job to get rid of it, but they're going to say there was contact. Whistle and a foul is going to go on, I believe, Jonas Henrich. And if it is, it'll be his second. That is the call. Jonas' second. Team foul number 4. Both teams with 4 team fouls and a baseline inbound for the Arrows. Getting multiple shots on this possession. Jeppesen, left corner, now going to attack. Oh, sweet move to spin to his left. Did everything but finish. Braxton Brandwright snares down his 4th board. Longnecker to the right wing side in front of the Ashby bench to Kiefler. Back to Ellis up high. Surveying the D to Zinski. Zinski will try a quick release 3. That one's off the mark. And the weak side rebound on the far side goes to Trayton Nelson. And the Arrows will push it ahead quickly to Thompson. Little crossover move using some fancy dribbling there as it goes to Schroeder. Low pass. Catch and shoot 3. Brandley Schroeder with the triple. And Ashby's hitting some outside shots. Ortonville maybe not up to their normal shooting percentage. Quick timeout. And we will keep it right here. I want to remind you of Ortonville Area Health Services. They are proud to support tonight's video stream, which can be found on BigStoneRadio.com and on our YouTube channel as well, which is KDIO Radio. Programming-wise, this is what we got going next week that we know for sure. We will have a Section 6A play-in girls basketball game, radio broadcast only. Ortonville going on the road somewhere. We don't know for sure where. It will be a 7 o'clock tip, and we will have that game for you coming up on Monday night. And then Russ Minahan will be on the call Tuesday night, Ortonville boys regular season finale, as they play host to the Hancock Owls Tuesday night. And that'll be an audio and video broadcast with a tip time right around 7:30. And then we don't know from there. We will have Coach's Corner on Wednesday for sure. And then we'll just have to see how our teams do from then on out. So we're back to the action here. Ortonville bringing in the basketball with Longnecker, Brandwright, Zinski, Olsen, and Kiefler. Schroeder, Nelson, Olsen, Thompson, and Jeppesen, the 5 on the floor as Kiefler goes to the basket with authority. It's good with a foul. Lefty going left and using the glass for 2. Jacoby, a strong kid. Contact didn't seem to bother him one bit. Good timeout. Out of that timeout, Ortonville scores. Lead back in the home team's favor, 26-25. Foul was on, I believe, on Schroeder, which would be his second, team 5th. And off the front rim, the free throw is no good. Rebound, Henry Olsen. Trojans struggling in their few attempts from the line tonight. Nelson between the legs, cross court, downside Jeppesen, in too close, easy deuce. He's just a sophomore as well. So Arrow's got a nice young group coming up. Taking their lumps this year, 6-17. Here's Zinski goes to work against Jeppesen into the corner. Longnecker flips up a wild runner. Way too strong. Rebound bounces around and eventually gets to Ellis. And Ortonville will have second life here with 15 on the shot clock. Kiefler, a little 2-man game. Step back 3. That one's off the mark. Long rebound out to Schroeder. Trojans have just not been able to attack the rim much against this zone, as Schroeder will have his pass tipped away and out of bounds. Subs in, subs out. First action for Jonas Johnson for the Arrows, number 10. Jackson Hughes will be brought back in for Ortonville. Looking is Nelson. Nelson goes cross court. Olsen left wing. Working against it off a Johnson screen. Nothing doing over to Thompson. Arrows 27, Trojans 26. 2:47 to play. Nelson working against Brandwright. A little extra hand action coming from both players. Braxton going to get the call on the foul here. That'll be Braxton's first, team 5th. Both teams even with 5 fouls apiece with 2:45 to play. Cross Cross-court pass, Johnson left wing. Looking to get rid of it, picks up his dribble. Goes to Olsen into the paint. Rises up, has it slapped away. By my count, just a second Ashby Arrow turnover. And a very clean first half in that regard. Zinski was hot early, going to work. Stuck on the baseline, nowhere to go. Extra pivot, squeezes a pass right in front of the rim. Brandwright missed a point-blank look. Oh my goodness, Henry Olsen with the rebound. That's the look you want to see from straight away. Now Nelson way up high with an arching three. He can't get it to go. Longnecker with the rebound, pushing it up to Zinski. Gonna attack on Jeppesen. Back out to a trailing Longnecker. You betcha. The three is good. The drive and the kick. Hitting the trailer just like you want to do it with 2 minutes to play. 29-27 Ortonville. Thompson past Brandwright. Gonna try a floater. No. Jeppesen into the body of Hughes and will head the other way. It's an offensive foul on Aiden Jeppesen, the big sophomore, his first. Team foul number 6. Ortonville, the last 2 possessions, has pushed the ball to the rim, had great looks, missed a point-blank shot in front of the rim, but then got a really nice look at a three. Here's Longnecker wide open, straightaway triple. Ellis just not quite on his normal shooting so far in this first half. Rebound, though, into the hands of Zinski. Outside three for Oliver. He can't connect. Jeppesen with a rebound, push pass ahead. That was about a 3/4 court from the right side to the left side pass. Now Nelson, he's wide open, deep three. Trayton Nelson. High arching triple to give the Arrows the lead back 30-29. Ellis up high outside, Brandwright back to Ellis, near side Jacoby Kiefler. Back to Ellis, to Zinski at the free throw line. Tried to go high-low. Ball tipped out of bounds. I thought it was off Ortonville, but they'll say last touch by Ashby with right on a minute on the clock. We'll see Ashton Sletton in for the first time tonight. He'll check in for Braxton Brandwright. Inbound, left wing, Kiefler. 15 on the shot clock to Zinski. Now Ellis back to Oliver. He'll look to his right, behind the back, picks up his dribble, 8 on the clock to Ashton Sletton. Somebody's got to get a shot up. Ashton says, hey, I got to get a shot up, no good. Rebound, Kiefler with the putback, and he almost got fouled as well. About a 5-second difference, game and shot clock here. Can the Trojans get a defensive stand and maybe one last look before halftime? Thompson gets past Sletton, but we're going to see a foul on the floor. Might have been a good foul, as Ortonville does have one foul to give. Sletton with his first, team 6th. So any foul from here on out will result in free throws, with both teams at 6. Baseline inbound will be Nelson to bring it in. And it's going to be tipped. Ellis didn't see the basketball. It was right behind him. Ashby maintains possession. Olsen to Thompson. Going to go back inside to Olsen. Spinning baseline. Wild shot. You'll take that shot every time, but somehow he gets it to go in. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds to play in the first half. Longnecker will cross the timeline with 10 to play. Looks like Ashby going to extend their defense out a little bit. 5 seconds. Sletton, one move to his right off a dribble. Pull-up shot, no. Hughes tried to get to the rebound, and we are going to head into halftime. Very close game. Both teams led by no more than 5. The Arrows with a 1-point advantage at the break. 32-31, the score on the Lewis Family Drug Scoreboard. We'll head back to Trojan Gym in 3 minutes with your halftime report as you are listening to Trojan Basketball on KDIO.
Hi, this is Mike with the Ortonville Independent. When quality and creativity matters, trust the name that's been delivering for years. The Ortonville Independent and Indie Print. From big-time billboards to custom invites, we are your local full-service print powerhouse. With 8 in-house printers, we offer versatility and precision for items such as brochures, business cards, raffle tickets, envelopes, you name it, we print it. Choose local, choose experience, choose the Ortonville Independent and Indie Print, where your ideas come to life.
Rungland Excavating in Big Stone City does the job right. Whether you're building a new home, need fill, need to knock an old building down, maybe you need a new driveway. Well, that's what they do. It's always better to hire locally. And Rungland Excavating has been here for a long time to make sure the job is done the way you want it done. For all of your excavating needs, see Rungland Excavating in Big Stone City. Big Stone Area Hardware in Ortonville may be our small-town hardware store, but they have one of the largest Milwaukee tool selection for miles around, even more than the big box stores. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, Milwaukee Tools get the job done, and Big Stone Area Hardware has them. From bare tools and batteries to tool and battery combos and all the accessories that go with them. See Big Stone Area Hardware for your next Milwaukee tool. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays 8 to 4, and Sundays 11 to 3.
Border Lake Insurance in Millbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Millbank at 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in Grand Marais State Bank, formerly the Sen Bank Building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
I have 30 seconds to tell you about the specials this week at Hartman Super Value in Ortonville. But what I'd rather talk about is their Red Tag Inflation Busters. Oh my gosh, it's a revolution. 2,000 plus Red Tag Inflation Busters across the store. Produce to pantry, dairy to deli. No other store protects your budget on this many products. Get into Hartman Super Value in Ortonville and check it out. It's serious savings for hard-working families. Hartman Super Value opens 7 days a week, and there's no food sales tax in Minnesota.
Hi, this is Steve with Progressive Collision and Glass. Everyone wants their car looking great. Let my experienced staff at Progressive Collision and Glass help you. Whether it's accident damage, a cracked windshield, hail damage, or you just like your car cleaned and detailed and looking its very best. Did you know that we will even pick up your car and bring it to the shop for the needed repairs and detailing? Here at Progressive Collision and Glass, we go the extra mile for you. So stop by Progressive Collision and Glass, or just give us a call at 839-2255. We're located right on Main Street in Ortonville.
Quick look at your weather forecast. Cloudy overnight. Our low temperature will be 6 degrees, and then tomorrow partly sunny and 19. Less wind in that Saturday forecast, but it will be windy Saturday night as we get down to 6 degrees. Sunday, sunny and 14, and from there things start to look a little warmer. Monday, a high of 20, and Tuesday we'll get up to 38. Wednesday, 28, and Thursday back up to 41 degrees. Currently it's 14, and we're about 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock at KDIO. We're at halftime of our game.
Yeah, welcome back. Very entertaining first half. To recap here as we are back with our halftime report. Ashby Arrows leading the Ortonville Trojans 32-31 here at the break, in which was a very close game. Neither team, with more than a 5-point advantage. Ashby had that 5-point advantage early, kind of in the middle stages. Then Ortonville would lead by as many as 5, and then we'd pretty much go around one possession back and forth for the remaining 6-7 minutes. It was, I believe, at one point 9-4 Arrows. Ortonville would even in at 9-9, would lead 16-13 at the midway point of the first half. We'd be even at 19 with 6 minutes to play. Ashby up 27-26 at the 3-minute mark, and a 1-point lead, 32-31 at halftime. Ortonville 1 turnover by my count, and Ashby just with 2. So it was a very cleanly played first half. Rebounding advantage, well, there was no advantage. It was 18-18, and free throw shooting, both teams made 1. Ortonville went 1 for 4. Ashby 1 for 3. So you can see turnover margin, 1 difference. Rebounding even. Free throws made even, with Ortonville having had 1 more attempt than Ashby. Ashby ended up playing 7, and they put 6 into the scorebook in the first half. Brand Lee Schroeder, the lone senior, with 8. Trayton Nelson with 8, couple of threes. Eden Jeppesen off the bench with 4. Carver Rylander off the bench with 4. Actually, Finn Thompson also had 5, and then Henry Olsen with 3. Jonas Johnson played but did not score. Leading rebounder, Henry Olsen, not a real big kid, but he did have 7 boards to lead the attack for the Arrows in the first half. Foul trouble, Ashby has Schroeder and Rylander each with 2 here at halftime. For the Ortonville Trojans, they ended up playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They played 7, 4 into the scoring column, led by Jacoby Key Kiefler with 10. Ellis Longnecker started slow, I would say, and maybe didn't have his best shooting first half. We're going to need to see him pick up his offense a little bit in the second half. He ended up with 8. Oliver Zinski was hot early, but then didn't have much to say towards the end of the first half. He had 8, and then Jonas Henrich with 5. Brandwright, Olsen, Hughes, Sletton all play, but do not score in the first half. Leading rebounder, Zinski and Brandwright each with 4. As far as foul trouble goes, we have Jonas Henrich with 2. Otherwise, nobody else with more than 1. Very good first half. Let's see if it leads to a good second half. Arrows clinging to a 1-point lead on the road, 32-31. We'll bring you back to Trojan Gym with our second half. We'll do it in 3 minutes on KDIO.
Aslan Construction in Ortonville, Minnesota is known for their quality work. Additions to the Valley Queen Cheese Factory and First Bank and Trust, St. Lawrence School, Millbank Elementary, Ortonville Area Health Services, and the Big Stone County Highway Department Garage, and so many other projects over the years. They are known for their quality work and professionalism on the job. That's what makes Haslett Construction the contractor you want for your building project. Go with the people you trust. Haslett Construction, Ortonville, Minnesota.
Conroy Eye Care in Ortonville and Appleton has 20 years experience in the care and treatment of your eyes. Check with them for all your eye health needs. Glasses by Nike, Fitovers, Jimmy Choo, and Ray-Ban are just a few of the brands they feature. Dr. Chris always has the latest equipment for diagnosis and treatment for your eyes. Conroy's is a family eye clinic with care options for you and your family, and they offer emergency eye treatment after hours. Contact Conroy Eye Care at 320-839-2608.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
Ortonville Area Health Services is here to help you put your best foot forward by offering foot care services, including nail trimming, corn and callus filling, and foot care education. During your foot care, visit with a specially trained OAHS nurse. Your feet will be checked for signs of infection or injury to determine if a podiatry appointment is necessary. Please note, these services are not covered by insurance and require payment prior to your appointment. Call to schedule your appointment by calling the OAHS Outreach Clinic at 320-839-4120.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug, everyday savings close to home.
Hi, this is Mike with the Ortonville Independent. When quality and creativity matters, trust the name that's been delivering for years. The Ortonville Independent and Indie Print. From big-time billboards to custom invites, we are your local full-service print powerhouse. With 8 in-house printers, we offer versatility and precision for items such as brochures, business cards, raffle tickets, envelopes, you name it, we print it. Choose local, choose experience, choose the Ortonville Independent and Indie Prints, where your ideas come to life.
Second half of tonight's game is up in just a second. It's 8 o'clock and you're listening to 1350 AM, 94.5 FM, KDIO, Ortonville, Minnesota.
And we are back with our second half underway. 5 seconds in with Ortonville taking the opening possession. Working left to right on your radio dial, down by 1 as we start the second half. Henrich, Longnecker, Zinski, Brandwright, and Kiefler. Here's Zinski turning to his left, and he is into double figures with a nice little mid-range jumper rattling home. And Ortonville getting the ball into those pockets of that zone. And that's the key, I think, as Ashby switched up defenses. Thompson for 3. Rebound, Schroeder gets to it. Tied up with Brandwright, far corner. And I think just an unfortunate little foul there on Braxton Brandwright. Ortonville has given up some offensive rebounds in this game, including one there. Looked like Trojans were going to get a defensive stop. Instead, It'll be Ashby to bring it in. Jeppesen starting for the Arrows. Thompson, Rylander, Schroeder, and Nelson, the other four. Nelson left elbow, one-hand pass. Schroeder collects on a three. Loops off the front rim. Jeppesen kept the rebound alive. Saved into the hands of Schroeder. He can't connect. Longnecker with the rebound. Not sure who to give that rebound to, as here's Kiefler going by his defender. Short-armed a shot, got his own back. That isn't good, and then Jeppesen is going to touch the ball out of bounds. A little physical scramble there. And the possession will stay with the Trojans. Ellis Longnecker to bring it in, looking inside. Somebody's got to move here. Finally found Zinski. He's open left wing, short on a three. Rebound Thompson. Seems like every time Ortonville has that opportunity maybe to extend the lead up to 4 or 5, they just can't get that bucket to go. Jeppesen now working on Henrich. Little baby hook, short, and Henrich, good straight up defense, will bring down the rebound. Longnecker ahead and to the left wing, up high for Kiefler. Ball rotates to the right wing side now. Longnecker to Henrich. Jonas looking for a post-up Zinski. Outside Ellis. He'll set his feet. Three is good. And even there, you just see it. When that ball can get somewhere into the middle of the lane, mid-post, and then that time it was a reversal to the high left wing for the three. But anything inside, outside just seems to make a shooter shoot the basketball better. Thompson stuck in the lane. Nowhere to go. Finally finds Schroeder to his left. Pull back jumper. Kind bounce. Brandley Schroeder into double figures with 10 from the right elbow. Pretty good defense, but soft touch gets him his 10th point of the night. 36-34. Open underneath. Inside Kiefler. Flipped up a quick shot. No good. Jeppesen with the rebound. Trojans a little undersized there. Pass ahead Nelson. Goes to his right, back to his left, into the lane. Open. Wow, Rylander was wide open. Didn't see the rim. Kicked it into the corner. Outside Nelson. No on a three. Rebound. Can Rylander save it? He did, but he stepped on the baseline, and we'll head the other way. Might have been okay for Ashby as he saved it all the way out towards midcourt, which is the last thing you do. You would never want to throw it towards your opponent's basket, and it went right to Kiefler, who was at midcourt. Some subs rolling in and out. Looks like Ashby going to go a little smaller here with Jeppesen off the floor. And back in is going to be, let's see, we have Thompson, Schroeder, Nelson, Rylander, and Olsen. Okay, off a three, Ellis no good. Rylander with the rebound. Trojans clinging to a 2-point advantage, 36-34. Rylander, left wing side Olsen. Going to try and test Henrich, now to Schroeder. Had a little extra time to set his feet. Good release on the rotation, shot no good. Rebound Oliver Zinski. Zinski will push it up the near wing side. Into the contact of Schroeder, and we're going to see a blocking foul on the floor on Brandley Schroeder. Oliver went with a little hesitation and then continued attacking with his right hand. Schroeder just a little bit late getting to that spot. He picks up his first foul on the Arrows here almost 3 minutes into this second half. Ortonville just won in the second half as well. Ortonville leading 36-34. They will quickly, it looks like, with a player tying his shoe, that'll allow Jeppesen to get in for Schroeder. We'll sit down with those 3 fouls. Arrows have played 7 tonight. Trojans have played 8, but Ashton Sletton was the 8th, and he played just the final minute of the first half. Ortonville without Keaton Vanderwall tonight. Longnecker attacks, cross court. Henrich now to Zinski. Back to Ellis. Ellis pivoting and goes up high between the circles to Henrich with 17 on the shot clock. He'll float a pass into the corner for Jacoby Kiefler. Attacking into the lane with the left hand. He goes right to the front of the rim. Little running hook shot layup is good. As Jacoby is up to 12 now. The Trojan lead is going to match their high of the second half at 4. Arrows led by 1 at the break. That has been their only lead of the second half. Looking to post up Jeppesen. Going to work into the lane against Henrich. Kicks it over to Thompson, right corner. Jabs on Brandwright, then puts it on the floor, then picks up his dribble. And what are we going to see here? We're going to see a foul underneath. Seen a lot of contact, bodying for position, and really didn't think Henrich got into Jeppesen too badly there. And I think Jonas saying he's kind of hooking me with his off arm, as Jonas is going to pick up his 3rd foul, and he's going to have to check out Kirby Olsen in. Kirby not quite as tall, but a little bit stronger, I would say. So let's see how he works against Jeppesen. Ortonville in a man-to-man defense here. Thompson handoff Olson. They'll exchange, give it off to Rylander with 14:09 to play. 10 on the shot clock. Lob inside Jeppesen. Had to save it as it was going out of bounds. He will off the leg of Kirby Olson. With 7 on the shot clock, still time for the Arrows to try and execute here. Trojan defense going to try and stiffen up here late on this possession. The inbound brought in by Carver Rylander to Jeppesen. He'll quickly attack with the right hand. Pull up in the lane. Man, we saw that shot during the JV game. He would get to that middle of the lane, and then he was pretty much just lights out as he was on that shot. Arrows back within 2, 38-36. Trojans feel like they've kind of controlled the first 3-4 minutes of the second half, but again, never can get it past a 4 or 5 point lead. Kiefler might have traveled on the catch and go, and now you're going to go into the lane. Other runners up and in for Jacoby. Keep attacking the rim, Jacoby Kiefler, 14 for the sophomore. Again, Ortonville now up 4, but hey, let's look for that defensive stop. Here's Olson to a cutting Nelson. One dribble to his left. He's right in front of the rim. Close to 3 seconds. There it is, a 3-second in the lane violation, as the Arrows will commit just their 3rd turnover of the night. And I'd have to watch back. Sometimes I get a little off on my turnovers, get excited and talking about other stuff, and I forget to write them down, especially on like transition, forced turnovers and pushes back the other way. I have Ortonville for just 1 so far tonight. Zinski going to his left, spinning to his right. Defender all over him, no matter. Oliver Zinski finishes over Trayton Nelson, and the Ortonville Trojans have their largest lead of the ball game, a 6-point advantage. Still tons of time left here as we've ducked just inside of 13 to play. Nelson going to back away, launches a 3, off the mark, nice rebound, Longnecker. For some reason he tried to save it off of Olson and didn't need to. Olson just backed his leg away, ended up forcing the steal. And the shot is no good as we get caught up on the action, and it's going to be an Ortonville foul here. Free throw is up and in. Carver Rylander. That's just a little momentum play there. Ortonville had the stop, up 6 then with the ball, but then they commit a little silly turnover and end up giving up a point back the other way. Free throw's no good. Ellis with the rebound, and he is on the move. He pulls up for a long 2 and buries the double. The 2-shot, or the 2-pointer there from the mid-range. Finn Olson on the dribble, pass Brand right, and that's going to be a foul on Braxton. He got beat, put his right forearm into the back of Thompson. No help defense there, so it probably was a good foul, although it is Brandwright's 3rd personal. Trojans are playing with a shorthanded bench tonight. No Caden Vanderwall, and now 2 players with 3 fouls, and Coach John Holston is going to use a timeout. We'll take one right with them. 12:27 to play. Trojans up 7, 44-37. Back to Trojan Gym in a minute. You are listening to Trojan Basketball.
Area Hardware in Ortonville may be our small-town hardware store, but they have one of the largest Milwaukee tool selection for miles around, even more than the big box stores. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, Milwaukee Tools get the job done, and Big Stone Area Hardware has them. From bare tools and batteries to tool and battery combos and all the accessories that go with them. See Big Stone Area Hardware for your next Milwaukee tool. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays 8 to 4, and Sundays 11 to 3. Rungland Excavating in Big Stone City does the job right. Whether you're building a new home, need fill, need to knock an old building down, maybe you need a new driveway. Well, that's what they do. It's always better to hire locally. And Rungland Excavating has been here for a long time to make sure the job is done the way you want it done. For all of your excavating needs, see Rungland Excavating in Big Stone City. And now back to Trojan Gym for more of tonight's game.
All right, thanks, Julie. Arrows out on the floor. Ortonville hustling out as well. As we come back out of that Arrow timeout, Ashby baseline inbound underneath their own basket. Arrows trailing by their largest deficit of the night, a 7-point disadvantage. As here's a quick catch and shoot 3. Thompson, no. Put back, rebound, weak side, up in the air and down for Carver Rylander. Coach Longnecker talking to the official as he came down about maybe Rylander got a good push in to get that open. As here's Zinski going to work to his right, spins back to his left, kick out Olsen. Olsen quickly into the hands of Ellis Longnecker as we're going to hit 12 minutes to play in the basketball game, 44-39. Ellis going to work on Rylander. Good defense. He'll try a really tough fadeaway. Braxton Brandwright rebounding the miss. And the Trojans will maintain possession. And now we're going to go the other way. It's going to be an illegal screen on Kirby Olsen. Tell you what, that's one thing I've noticed, that call where it's the screen and then you just put a little extra hip, widen yourself a little bit, maybe just lean. They call that a lot tighter than they used to. I don't know if that's a point of emphasis or not, but we've seen that one on each team tonight, including that one on Kirby Olsen. Curling off a screen, Olsen with it now. That is Henry Olsen for the Arrows. Left wing side, Thompson. Zinski very tightly defending. Oliver got to watch out as it goes into the paint. Oliver with good ball pressure there, and he forces an Arrow turnover on a bad pass by Thompson. This time Olsen puts a big screen into Nelson. He was set to the basket. Kiefler spinning, shot no. And now they're going to say a travel, but now each official has a disagreement here. One with a travel, one with a foul. And we saw the baseline official overrule this same ref earlier in the game. He's going to do the same. And it'll be a rare Ortonville turnover. I've got the Trojans with 3, Arrows with 4. And we've seen both teams each with 1. As the ball gets put towards midcourt, and now they back official here. We must have saw a wet spot or slipped a little bit. And so he's taking a look at it. And we'll try and clean that up here with a stoppage. 11:16 to play in the basketball game. 44-39 Trojans. Arrows with possession. Ellis Longnecker tonight with 13. Kiefler leads the way with 14. Oliver Zinski with 12. Brandley Schroeder has 10 to pace the Arrow attack. 8 for Trayton Nelson. 6 for Aiden Jeppesen. All right, so we'll try this again. Reset of the shot clock. Arrows push it ahead with Thompson. Thompson looking inside for Olsen. Goes up high for Jeppesen. To Carver Rylander now. Go off a Jeppesen screen. Then he flips into the hands of Nelson. Spinning away from the defender. Tried to go back door. And the pass is stolen away by Oliver Zinski. Puts on the brakes near midcourt. Goes to Ellis. Right back to Oliver. Oliver in the corner. And looks like Ortonville now looking to push initially. Now we'll reset in the half court here. New sub in the game, by the way. Braden Jorgensen, another 8th grader on the floor. Zinski spinning to his left. Really tough shot. Got an okay look, but Jeppesen forced him into a very difficult shot. Quick pass ahead, Thompson. Good recovery defense. Outside Olsen with it. Spinning to his left. Jorgensen with good defense, but a little fadeaway with good touches up and in for Henry Olsen. And the Arrows, who were down by 7 not too long ago, have cut their deficit down to 3, 44-41. We're going to see, I thought we were going to see Sletton, but it looks like now we're going to see Brandwright back in, and we're going to see Jonas Henrich as well as Longnecker to the basket. No, but a foul. Got past the defender on the left side, tried the little left-hand leaner up off the glass, couldn't get it to connect, but Henry Olsen is going to be called for the foul. And a rare trip to the line for the Ortonville Trojans, shooting free throws number 5 and 6 on the night will be Ellis Longnecker here. Foul on Olsen was his second, team second. Free throw, no good. Rare miss for Ellis Longnecker. So we do see those subs now. Brandwright and Henrich for Jorgensen and Olsen. Schroeder also back in as they'll take Jeppesen out. The big sophomore as the little bit smaller lineup on the floor right now for the Arrows. Second of 2 for Ellis. That one is short, so he missed them both. Very rare 0 for 2 trip to the line for Ellis Longnecker. Schroeder with the rebound. Tax gives it back to Olsen. A little hesitation, dribble drive, then fades away over the outstretched arms of Zinski. Tough shot for the freshman Henry Olsen. And the Arrows have cut a 7-point deficit down to 1. 44-43. It's a 6-0 run. Trojans need a good look here. Don't have Jeppesen in, the rim protector. Kiefler goes to work over a defender off glass for two. Good answer back there for Jacoby Kiefler. Defensively, the Arrows are just a lot different team without the size and strength of Jeppesen in the lane. Olsen working, kicks it back out. Rylander flips it off to Schroeder. A three from the right wing to tie the game. A little bit strong. Ellis will get to the rebound first for Ortonville. Longnecker pushes it ahead across to Jonas Henrich. Unchecked, dribbles into a three. Halfway down, but it loops out. And Henry Olsen will snare down the rebound. Quickly a push ahead. Ortonville leading 46-43 as we head past the midway point of our second half. Thompson missed a shot in close. Pretty good dribble drive, couldn't get the finish. Ortonville going to spread things out here, looking to run a set in the half court. As Longnecker goes to Kiefler. Brandwright will come and give him a screen. Now up high for Henrich, left wing side, Longnecker. Brandwright with it now to Oliver Zinski. Ortonville just kind of working the passing here now. Eventually Kiefler lulls his defender to sleep. Blow-by drive to the rack and off the glass for two. Back-to-back baskets for Jacoby Kiefler, 18 for the sophomore. And Ortonville responds. Up by 5. Blocked by Kiefler. Longnecker with the rebound. Ortonville ahead quickly. Now back to a trailing Henrich. Jonas to Zinski. Ortonville after the push settles in. Now a step back three. It's good for Oliver Zinski. And Ortonville has their largest lead of the night on a quick flurry. Kiefler with back-to-back hoops. Zinski for three. It's an 8-point Trojan lead. 8 minutes to play with a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back to Trojan Gym in a minute here on KDIO.
Border Lake Insurance in Millbank and Ortonville is your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, Terry Holquist and staff at Border Lake Insurance have access to multiple companies that offer home, farm, auto, commercial, life, and health products. Border Lake Insurance has 2 convenient locations. Stop by or call their Main Street office in Millbank at 605-432-5884. Or in Ortonville, call 320-839-6145. Located in Grand Marais State Bank, formerly the Sen Bank Building. Border Lake Insurance. Insurance agents you can count on.
You'll be fishing for deals this week at Hartman's Super Value in Ortonville with their seafood sale. Arctic Shores raw shrimp, $6.99 a package. Arctic Shores cooked shrimp is $8.99 a package. Arctic Shores tilapia fillets, $5.99. And no-name salmon fillets are $9.99 this week. Also, pick up Chicken of the Sea tuna, 5 cans for $4. And Vandicam fish sticks or fillets, just $4.88. Come on over to Hartman's where you'll be fishing for deals during their seafood sale going on this week. Hartman's is open 7 days a week and there's no food sale tax in Minnesota. And we'll go back to Adam with more of our game.
Welcome back. Arrows, an immediate answer. Nice little secondary move, and Henry Olsen, the freshman, has scored 6 now in the second half. That breaks an Ortonville 7-0 run. So Ortonville was up by 7, lead shrunk down to 1, and then just like that, they go on a 7-0 run and have their largest lead at 8. It's currently a 6-point advantage, 51-45. Zinski in the lane, puts on the brakes, puts up the shot. It spins a high off the back heel and drops straight down. Soft touch, Oliver Zinski, 9 in the second half, 17 in the basketball game for the 8th grader. Thompson going to the basket, puts on the brakes, no help D as he flips up an easy shot. Remember, the Trojans pretty much playing just 7 tonight, and I'd say more like 6 with no Caden Vanderwall. Up by 6, 53-47. Here's a drive and kick. Longnecker to Henrich. 3 is good for Jonas Henrich. Almost looks like both teams are maybe running out of gas here a little bit. Ortonville might be okay if they can keep the lead up around 8 to maybe slow this game down a little bit. Finn Thompson up high, goes past Brandwright. Pull up Jay, in and out from in close. Great move, good rebound for Jacoby Kiefler. With 6:30 to play, he'll cross the timeline. Now Longnecker, drive kick, no breaks for the Trojans. Zinski for 3, and he connects again. Oliver Zinski, 10 quick second half points. He's got 18. Fadeaway answer for Olson is good. Henry Olson says, hey, 8th grader, I'm just a 9th grader and I can score too. He's into double figures with 11, 8 of those coming here in the second half. Trojan lead, though, is 10. Longnecker tries to get on in the act. Shot no good. Long rebound. Loose ball chase. And we're going to see a tie-up. It will be possession arrow favoring Ashby. Ortonville leading 59-49. Had it up at 11 just moments ago. First time we've seen a double-digit lead for either team. I was really surprised to see Aiden Jeppesen sit so long for the Arrows. He's really, when he's been on the floor, they've just been a little bit of a different team. Yeah, he scored 6, 5 rebounds, not huge stats, but he just provides defensively. You have to defend them a little bit different. He's a rim protector on the other end as well. He does come back in with the Arrows down by 10, 59-49. Working the half-court possession here. Finn Thompson, straightaway 3. That one's off the mark. Longnecker will let the rebound go out of bounds. He thought about getting to it, and there was no defender there to bother, so he'll just let it go. And it will be Trojan basketball. 59-49. Coach Holston up, thinking he's going to have to tell his team, we got to play some man now and maybe be a little aggressive. They've also only committed 2 fouls. So if they're going to get into the foul game later, it would be good for them to be aggressive. Here's a little screen roll action. Olson tracks down the pass. Outside Zinski, he'll flip it off to Henrich. Little cycle handoff exchange, and now looking to attack Kiefler. Gets past Jeppesen and to the basket for 2. Kiefler and Zinski have been putting on a show here offensively in the second half. Got Ortonville's 8th grader now with 12 points in the second half. Kiefler's got 10. So those two have combined for 22. Loose ball to the floor. And a rare Ashby turnover picked up by Henrich. He goes to Olson and then to Zinski. Oliver will slow things down, giving it off to Ellis Longnecker. Outside to Kiefler. Looking a little back and forth, right-left move. Now he's just going to go to his left. And he goes to the basket with a whistle and a foul. You can count it. And the Trojans are starting to take over here in the middle stages of this second half. And late now with 4:43 to play, their lead is up to 14, their largest. This was a 1-point game about 5 minutes ago, give or take. And now Ortonville leads by 14. Kiefler matches Zinski with 12 in the second half. He does him one better. Free throw is good. 23 for Jacoby Kiefler. And Ortonville's lead is up to 15. Rylander, right elbow. Being bothered defensively, kicks it across to Schroeder. Three-pointer is blocked. Ellis Longnecker gets to it, but nope, it's going to be Nelson first. Maintaining the possession for the Arrows to the right wing. Thompson for 3. That one's no good. Zinski gets to the rebound. Ortonville ahead with Kiefler. Not this time. He's not going to be able to go left. He'll flip it back to Longnecker with 4:10 to play. 64-49. Kiefler again trying to go to that left hand. Turned away on a dribble drive. Outside Olson, up high for Henrich. Back to Kirby. He'll give it off to Ellis. Still 12 on the shot clock. Plenty of time in the possession here as Ortonville works the lead and possession. Going to his left, Longnecker going to pull up for 3. Ellis continuing to struggle from the outside, but Jacoby Kiefler with the offensive rebound and a reset of the shot clock to 20. And the Trojans will continue to work this clock down, up by 15. Ellis will give it off to Henrich. Zinski posting up left side. Spins to his left. Little pump fake. Tough shot over the defender. And it rattles home. And Ortonville is in control. Up 17 after trailing by 1 at the break. Ortonville 66. Ashby 49. We'll bring you back to Trojan Gym after this short 30-second timeout here on KDIO.
Hi, this is Steve with Progressive Collision and Glass. Everyone wants their car looking great. Let my experienced staff at Progressive Collision and Glass help you. Whether it's accident damage, a cracked windshield, hail damage, or you just like your car cleaned and detailed and looking its very best. Did you know that we will even pick up your car and bring it to the shop for the needed repairs and detailing? Here at Progressive Collision and Glass, we go the extra mile for you. So stop by Progressive Collision and Glass or just give us a call at 839-2255. We're located right on Main Street in Ortonville.
It's 8:25, and we have an exciting game going on. We'll go back to Adam.
Yeah, a very close back and forth game has turned into a bit of, well, I wouldn't say a blowout, but a comfortable Trojan 17-point lead with 3:32 to play. This was a 44-43 game. Somewhere around 9 minutes to play, I would say. Right in that range, give or take. Maybe just over 9 to play. And it has went up to an 8-point Ortonville advantage after Ashby cut it to 1. And it's ballooned from there up to now in a 17-point lead for the Arrows, or deficit for the Arrows. Here's Jeppesen in the lane, gives it off to Rylander, outside Schroeder. Into the mid-post, Nelson, pivoting away from Olsen. Good defense to Rylander, out to Nelson. Ortonville matching up nicely. Nelson will try a arching three. His first points of the second half. His third triple. Coach Olsen asking for extension of the pressure here. Ortonville leading 66-52 as we duck inside 3 minutes to play. Arrows right now just playing straight up man-to-man defense. Again, they've got 3 team fouls, so they would have 4 to give if they want to play the foul game. Tough backdoor look. Zinski nearly had it taken away. Got it back, and then he's going to be fouled by Finn Thompson. That backdoor pass from Henrich, I'm not sure how it got through, but it did. Ultimately, probably an okay foul for the Arrows because you have fouls to give. Foul is going to go on Thompson. His second, team fourth. Baseline inbound with the shot clock reset to 20. Bounce pass right side, Zinski. He'll just let the defender settle in and then rise up over him for a soft touch too. 16 in the half, 24 in the basketball game for Oliver Zinski. And then the ball's knocked out of bounds. Oliver with good defense there. One thing you notice about Oliver, even early in the season, he had some flashes of really good offense, but you could tell, maybe not totally confident just yet as an 8th grader, especially on everything besides scoring, because he definitely has a scorer's touch, but his defense has gotten better. He's become a lot better rebounder as he snares down a rebound. Right on cue. Thank you, Oliver, for setting me up on that one. And Ortonville gets the defensive stop with 2:20 to play. Nearly a carry, but the ref says he lost the handle. Now Ortonville does throw it away. A rare 4th turnover. Olsen up against Zinski. Missed the shot. Gets his own back to the near side. Schroeder for 3, and a triple is good. And Coach Olsen's like, what do I got left? As he does call a timeout. I believe he has 2 timeouts left. Probably a 30 and a full. Actually, might be both 30. So it's just going to be a short break, and we will keep it right here. A reminder of what's coming up. We will have a Ortonville Trojan Girls Section 6A playoff game Monday night. That will be an audio broadcast only, but we're going to try and do something a little different. We will, of course, have our standard KDIO AM and FM broadcast. You can find us on the 605 radio app as well. You can listen online through our website, bigstoneradio.com. We're also going to shoot the video feed with audio only and just scoreboard graphics through bigstoneradio.com and through our YouTube stream as well. So that's the best way, especially the YouTube stream. It's so convenient to pull it up on your phone, smart device, computer. You can watch the live scoreboard and listen along is the plan for that. So no video play-by-play, so to speak, but we will have coverage Monday night on all of our platforms. Baseline inbound, length of the floor. Brandwrights just squeezed a pass in, then got it back, barely out of bounds, and he'll work it up the right wing side. Puts on the brakes, looking for help. He'll go to Longnecker with 2 to play. 68-55, and outside Oliver Zinski as the Trojans will spread it out here. Doesn't look like, at least for the time being, that Ashby will foul. They're going to look to try and get a defensive stop. Zinski goes right by his defender, bumped off the shot, but he gets it to go anyway, and he's fouled. Oliver didn't quite think he fully had the man burned, so what he did is he initiated a contact with a little bit of a lean into the defender, bumped off it, got the foul and the shot to go. 18 now in the second half for Zinski. Can't make it 19. Free throw short to Kiefler. Put up a shot, but he couldn't get it to go. And Coach Isaiah Longnecker saying, oh man, if you shoot that, you got to make it, because we're up big late, up 15. Outside, Thompson got the defender to go by him. 1 dribble into a 3, no. Rebound battle. Olsen takes it away from Zinski. Outside Schroeder. He'll just scrape the front of the rim short on a 3. And Jonas Henrich has the rebound with $1:20 to play. Ortonville going to get an important win. All of these wins important, especially they have an opportunity to maybe play at home in the opening round of the playoffs, as here's a hold and a whistle on Nelson. I don't think Ashby was trying to foul there. It'll be in the Arrows' 6th team foul. Sideline inbound far side to be brought in by Ellis Longnecker. They'll stack it up in front of him. And over the top pass to Kiefler. He'll catch between the circles and give it back to Ellis. 1:05 to play. 70-55 Trojans took a 1-point deficit into the second half, and they're going to come away with a double-digit victory. Zip pass underneath. Tough catch. Brzezinski tried to rip it away from the defender, but it's going to be a tied ball. It'll leave 2 on the shot clock, 48.9 on the game clock. So Ortonville's going to have to do something quick here. Coach Holston having a discussion with one of the officials. I think they're going to try and make sure that the possession arrow is correct. It is. Ortonville got the ball first. There was a tied ball in the second half between Schroeder and Henrich. And then so that gave Ortonville the arrow back. Quick shot up, and Ellis actually tried to bat it over his head. And technically it'll be a missed shot, not a turnover. I guess I could call that a turnover. It wasn't a very good shot as Nelson's going to pull up from way downtown. 3 no good. Rebound as Henrich is hit to the floor hard. Taken down by Ellis Longnecker. He'll push it ahead. Goes across to Kiefler, putting on the brakes. There's about 2 seconds difference. Game and shot clock. And it looks like Ashby is going to put on the brakes, as are the Ortonville Trojans. So Ortonville going to get a nice win. Their 11th win on the year. 70-55 the current score as they dribble things out in front of their own bench, and Ortonville rallies from down 1 at the half to get a 15-point victory, 70-55. Don't know if they'll be a real official with this, as the shot clock technically will expire, and it looks like they're just going to stop it and let it run out, and that's going to be our ball game. Nice rally for the Trojans behind big second halves from Jacoby Kiefler and Ortonville's Oliver Zinski, and Ortonville goes on to the 70-55 victory here tonight. We'll come back to put a stamp on this one with the postgame show. We'll do it in 3 minutes on KDIO.
Aslan Construction in Ortonville, Minnesota is known for their quality work. Additions to the Valley Queen Cheese Factory and First Bank and Trust, St. Lawrence School, Millbank Elementary, Ortonville Area Health Services, and the Big Stone County Highway Department Garage, and so many other projects over the years. They are known for their quality work and professionalism on the job. That's what makes Haslett Construction the contractor you want for your building project. Go with the people you trust. Haslett Construction, Ortonville, Minnesota.
Conroy Eye Care in Ortonville and Appleton has 20 years experience in the care and treatment of your eyes. Check with them for all your eye health needs. Glasses by Nike, Fitovers, Jimmy Choo, and Ray-Ban are just a few of the brands they feature. Dr. Chris always has the latest equipment for diagnosis and treatment for your eyes. Conroy's is a family eye clinic with care options for you and your family, and they offer emergency eye treatment after hours. Contact Conroy Eye Care at 320-839-2608.
Here's where the good ideas come from. Street Graphics, Main Street, Millbank, working with local schools to provide ideas and solutions for fundraising. They can customize a design just for you. T-shirts, trophies, banners, buttons, contract printing, they do it all. They work in quantities from 1 to 5,000. Printing and promotions, they print on anything but paper. See them at streetgraphics.com. That's graphics with an EX. Main Street, Millbank, South Dakota, streetgraphics.com.
Ortonville Area Health Services is here to help you put your best foot forward by offering foot care services, including nail trimming, corn and callus filling, and foot care education. During your foot care, visit with a specially trained OAHS nurse. Your feet will be checked for signs of infection or injury to determine if a podiatry appointment is necessary. Please note, these services are not covered by insurance and require payment prior to your appointment. Call to schedule your appointment by calling the OAHS Outreach Clinic at 320-839-4120.
Lewis Family Drug is your one-stop location. In addition to quality prescription and non-prescription drugs with free delivery, Lewis has a huge selection of everyday basics and name brands and specialty items, always at affordable prices. They carry seasonal items, fabrics, crafts, and groceries. Shopping at your local Lewis Drug is more simple and more rewarding than ever. Download the Lewis mobile app to add on-the-go convenience to your errands. Lewis Family Drug, everyday savings close to home.
Hi,
Hi, this is Mike with the Ortonville Independent. When quality and creativity matters, trust the name that's been delivering for years. The Ortonville Independent and Indie Print. From big-time billboards to custom invites, we are your local full-service print powerhouse. With 8 in-house printers, we offer versatility and precision for items such as brochures, business cards, raffle tickets, envelopes, you name it, we print it. Choose local, choose experience, choose the Ortonville Independent and Indie Print, where your ideas come to life.
And we are sitting at 12 degrees. It's about 24 minutes before 9, and we'll go back to Adam for tonight's postgame.
All right, thanks, Julie. Welcome back. Yeah, we got a bit of an early start. Game well-paced throughout. Maybe a bit of an early finish as well, as the Trojans erase a 1-point halftime deficit and turn it into a 15-point win tonight, 70-55, the final. As this game was back and forth in the first half, neither team leading by more than 5. Arrows would cling to a 1-point lead at the half, 32-31. Ortonville would start to feel things out and really count on the efforts of Jacoby Kiefler and Oliver Zinski early in the second half. Trojans would go up by as many as 7 early in the second half, only to see the Ashby Arrows pull within 1, 44-43. It was around 10 minutes or just under to play, and then the Trojans from then on out, that final 10 minutes, they would take this game over. Kiefler would hit back-to-back hoops. Zinski with a 3, and a 1-point lead would go up to 8, 51-43 with 8 minutes to play, and the lead would immediately go up to 10 on the next possession or a couple possessions later, and then it would never go outside of double digits or inside of double digits thereafter. Trojans lead by as many as 17 and get a 15-point win despite being without starter Caden Vanderwall. Final score 70-55. All right, let's run through some stats for you, and we'll begin with turnovers. I had Ashby with 6, Ortonville with 5, so very tight there. Trojans out-rebound the Arrows 34-30, so that was pretty close as well. Both teams made 2 free throws. Ortonville 2 for 8, don't love that. Ashby 2 for 5, I'm sure Coach Holston doesn't love that either, 40%, and just 2 made free throws. Arrows with their loss fall to 6-18, and they were led by Brandley Schroeder. He would end up with 13 points, 11 for Nelson and Olson, 7 for Finn Thompson and Carver Rylander, and Aiden Jeppesen with 6. Jonas Johnson, the only player that played that did not score, as they only had 7 on the floor here tonight. Honestly, a young squad. The Arrows are going to have a couple nice seasons coming up. I think they're going to be pretty solid, only basically losing 1 starter. Got to work on their depth a little bit, but only losing one of their top 7 players that they played tonight. Leading rebounder Henry Olsen had a double-double with 11 points and 11 rebounds for the Arrows. For the Ortonville Trojans, 11-14 with the win, led by Oliver Zinski with a monster second half. He had 18 of his 26 to lead the way. 23 for Kiefler. He had 13 of his 23, so he was pretty balanced throughout, but still, and came up with some really big buckets when Ortonville was starting to build that lead. Ellis Longnecker, bit of an off night, but always relied upon so heavily to handle the ball. A lot of times he has to guard the other team's best perimeter player as well. He had 13. Jonas Henrich, a couple big buckets, ended up with 8, and that was it for the Trojans scoring tonight. Braxton Brandwright, Kirby Olsen, Jackson Hughes, Braden Jorgensen, Ashton Sletton all played but did not score. Leading rebounder, Longnecker with 8, Zinski with 7, Kiefler and Henrich with balance there each had 6. Next up for these two squads, the Ashby Arrows. They still got 3 games left. They go next Thursday, host Staples Motley next Thursday. Friday, they're at BBE, and then the following Wednesday, probably a reschedule, Wednesday, March 4th, they are at Brandon Evansville, although that is actually after the playoffs start, so I'm not so sure if they'll be able to get that ball game in or not. For Ortonville, 1 regular season game remaining. It'll be a challenge for sure. They host Hancock next Tuesday, and we'll have that game for you here on KDIO and BigStoneRadio.com as well. I want to thank Julie back in the studio. Great job as always. I'm Adam DeShiel, thanking our sponsors as well, including OAHS, our video stream sponsor. Our next sports broadcast will be on Monday night, Ortonville Pearls playoff game, 7 p.m. on the road versus to be determined at this point. We'll find that out sometime tomorrow morning. Ortonville rallies from down one at the break. They win 70-55, your final in boys hoops. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you again very, very soon.